Do you know what biodiesel is?
No, I don't.
It's a type of biofuel,
What is a biofuel?
a fuel derived directly from living matter. They come from things like food crops, crop residues, forest residues, animal waste, and landfills. There are many types of biofuels. The types of the types are biodiesel, green diesel, vegetable oil, castor oil, olive oil, sunflower oil, fat, hydrogen, and algae.
Tell me about the type of biofuel known as biodiesel.
It is a biofuel that is renewable and made from vegetable oils like soy and corn. It is another thing to use in diesel engines besides a petroleum based diesel fuel. It works great for most all diesel engines and lengthens the life of the engines. According to Wanderpolis, there are over 50 million automobiles in the United States. By 2050, there could be 2.5 billion cars in the US. That would really pollute the air. Using biodiesels could help reduce that air pollution. Let's look at an example of someone who is having success running his car on biodiesel.
Dave Hubbard turns grease from restaurants into fuel for his black Jetta TD1, a BMW motorcycle, bulldozers, tractors for 5 local farms, a tree nursery, and his neighbor's pickups, all for the low cost of about 50 cents a gallon.
50 cents a gallon? It's about $3 a gallon for gasoline.
Is biodiesel better for the environment?
Biodiesel is better for the environment because it burns clean and reduces the types of pollutants that add to smog and global warming. Petroleum-based diesel fuel releases more pollutants into the air and make that air we breathe contaminated. Some biofuels contribute to greenhouse gases, but they are being improved.
How do you make biodiesel?
One way is using E. coli to make large amounts of biodiesel in 3 days. The E. coli takes things that contain carbon and they turn them into sugars. The byproduct of this process is biofuel.
Another way is to mix specially formulated magnetic nanosized solid acid particles with methanol, which then makes waste grease.
Recyclable magnetic nanobiocatalyst, which is created by using an enzyme derived from a fungus.
What are the pros and cons of using biodiesel?
The pros of biofuel are they are renewable because they are made from plant matter and other organic material. They are environmentally friendly and improve the air quality. Biodiesel, in particular, is better for car engines than petroleum diesel. When a car burns off the biofuel, it releases carbon dioxide. The amount of carbon dioxide released is equal to the amount of the plants can absorb, so there is no extra to add to the greenhouse gases. It reduces our nation's dependency on foreign oil. It conserves our fossil fuels. It can be blended with other energy resources and oil. It can help provide more money for the agricultural business.
The cons are when people start using biofuel made from plants, farmers will still start growing food, more land will be needed to grow more crops, which will lead to cutting down trees. While creating biofuel, there is a gas that is released called nitrous oxide, which would add to the greenhouse gases. Biodiesel is 1.5 times more expensive than petroleum diesel fuel. It not only requires energy from soy crops, but also the energies of sowing, fertilizing, and harvesting. It can harm rubber hoses, and some engines.
What did we learn in class this term that relates to biodiesel?
We talked about renewable, non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are ones that come used again once they run out. Biodiesel comes from 100% of a renewable resource. They come from food crops, forest residues, animal waste, and landfills. Biodiesel helps with some of the energy probables and can supply 3 to 6% of the energy that our country needs. It is a great renewable resource.
How do biofuels relate to our life?
We ride in automobiles sometimes that use petroleum-based fuels or giving off pollutants. If the automobiles would use more biodiesel, we can make the air quality much better and help with problems like smog and global warming. Cars or buses affect people on a daily basis, and we need to put renewable and safe fuel into them to help protect our environment.